Lifechanyuan solution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Xiefeng. December 11, 2023. Purpose: to ensure that every Jewish person lives safely and happily, and that every Palestinian lives safely and happily. Jews and Palestinians share the same ancestor, Abraham. Hence, the conflict between them is like a dispute between brothers, a family feud. The land where Palestinians and Jews reside belongs to the Promised Land. It does not exclusively belong to either group. Therefore, the best solution is reconciliation and joint management between Palestinians and Jews. The desire of either side to eradicate the other from this Promised Land is a fallacy and will only lead to greater catastrophes. How can Jews and Palestinians reconcile? Firstly, let's determine who should govern the Promised Land. The premise should be whoever can ensure the safety, health, prosperity, and happiness of every citizen. If Palestinians can manage the affairs of the Promised Land better, let them govern. If Jews can do it better, they should manage. The fact remains that Jews have managed the Promised Land better economically, technologically, and administratively than Palestinians. Therefore, the best approach is for all Palestinians to integrate into Israeli society, considering themselves Israeli citizens. Palestinian elites with wisdom and capabilities can participate in the national governance. If Palestinians refuse to integrate into Israeli society, or if Jews refuse to accept Palestinians as Israeli citizens, consider the following alternatives. In the recent Israeli-Palestinian conflict, we've seen support for Palestine from at least 30 countries, condemning Israel. Since these countries care for the safety and well-being of Palestinians but militarily, Palestine is unable to surpass Israel, let's relocate the 6 million Palestinians currently living in Palestine to these countries. Each country can accept 200,000 refugees. This would resolve the issue. If the countries supporting Palestine only pay lip service and do not genuinely care for Palestinians, unwilling to accept them, then the third option comes into play. Isn't the United States supporting Israel? Then accept all 9.7 million Jewish people as Americans. Your country is vast and resourceful enough to allow 9.7 million Jews to move to the U.S. This would make the United States stronger. Moreover, I've observed many in the U.S. showing support for and standing by Palestine through protests. Let these sincere individuals, who genuinely care for Palestinians, go to Palestine and aid in its development. I believe those supporting and advocating for Palestine in the United States genuinely care for and cherish Palestine. They would certainly be willing to go to Palestine to participate in its construction. After all, once the Jewish people leave, there will be numerous houses available to live in and plenty of modern facilities to use. Why not take this opportunity? This would completely resolve the Israeli-Palestinian conflict and relieve Palestinians of any future concerns. If the 9.7 million Jewish people are unwilling to immigrate to the United States, or if the U.S. lacks the courage and openness to accept them, then, considering the good relations with Israel and the concern for Palestinians, Russia, with its vast territory and insufficient military manpower, could accept 6 million Palestinian immigrants. Accepting 6 million Palestinians to Russia could both develop the vast land resources of Siberia and enhance Russia's influence. This would be a beneficial scenario for Israel, Palestine, Russia, and the entire world. If Russia refuses to accept Palestinian immigrants, or if Palestinians are unwilling to go to Russia, then the Israeli-Palestinian conflict will continue. Lifechanyuan provides these three solutions: reconciliation between Israel and Palestine, 30+ countries supporting Palestine to accept Palestinian refugees, all Jews migrating to the U.S., or all Palestinians moving to Russia. If none of these works, the last resort would be war using the most brutal means directly. As history has shown us, where civilization fails, barbarism becomes the most direct and effective way to resolve disputes.